PBD was talking about the, I guess PBD's panel was talking about the Tucker Carlson and.
I did see this. Do you want to play it?
Yeah, that's why I sent it to you.
Give the audience a brief summary before you do.
Yeah, I mean, so basically, the panel on PBD's podcast, which includes Adam Sosnick and I can't remember Vinny's last name.
The Angry Patriot.
Yeah, he's the Angry Patriot, but I can't remember his last name. Vincent something. But they were discussing the Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes. It wasn't a debate. It was the smear campaign between Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, and then Nick Fuentes' rebuttal, which I think no matter whether you're in mainstream media, I mean, a lot of people probably didn't see it, but if you're on X, you definitely saw the rebuttal and you saw the burial of Tucker Carlson, and we have more to look forward to that on this Friday that I can't wait for.
Yeah, he's going to do this complete expose about Tucker Carlson and his background. It'll be very interesting.
Yeah.
He said it might get him killed. But anyway, back to this. So Adam actually had Nick on his it's like a show. It's not even a podcast. It was like more so a show with a live audience. But Nick went on there in 2022, and he was smeared by a lot of the people that were on there. But let's play this. It's 2.5 minutes. We might get to all of it. But this is interesting.
And I don't agree with a lot of what Adam says.
Neither do I.
But here I do.
He's one of the chosen people. Anyway, so we'll let's play the video.
Carlson, let's stay there for a second. Is his father part of the CIA, and did he know it or not, and when did he know it?
Pause right there, because I haven't been able to say this on air.
Dude, go ahead. Go off.
But there's not a goddamn way on this planet that you have a father that you do not know is a part of the CIA. There's no way that you go to Nicaragua and you're just...
Where did you say?
Nicaragua? Sorry,
okay.
I've been drinking. But there's no way that you apply for the CIA and you don't know at all that your father's running the CIA, that you're a fucking political analyst and you don't know that your father's running the CIA. I mean, you can't tell me. And then we saw it in real time on the Sean Ryan show in 2024. He says he knew that his father was in the CIA. Then in 2025, he says, "Oh, I didn't know until March of 2025 when my father died that he was a part of the CIA."
Yep.
So how deep does it go? But then you can go even further. I mean, I really haven't talked about it, so I'll just continue to blow up. You really haven't talked about it because there's videos of him in 99 and in 01 and all these years past, 2 decades ago, that he's doing the same smear campaign on Pat Buchanan and, basically doing the exact same thing that he's doing to Nick Fuentes now, where he's just kind of degrading him and saying, well, you could talk about it, but you can't make these points about it. And then he goes on to call him the gay little boy, or the little gay kid in his parents' basement in Chicago. And to Nick's point,
what the fuck's wrong with being gay?
Listen, Nick might have hung out with a cat fucking tranny guy. I understand that. But you can't sit here and tell me that you're part of the Republican side that's okay with gay marriage, that has gay producers, and that sits across from, or has he interviewed Peter Thiel? That you sit across from Peter Thiel and you respect these higher-up gay people, and then you just accidentally throw out a little slur there and call him a gay kid in his parents' basement.
He used it as a pejorative.
He really did. So at the end of the day, you just cannot tell me that he did not know that his father was in the CIA, and hats off to Nick Fuentes for absolutely burying Tucker Carlson. He was in my liked list of Spotify playlists or of podcasts because I did enjoy a couple of the people that he had on, but quite frankly, I can't take him seriously. I can't take his laugh anymore. I mean, really, I don't want to go full Groiper, but I do, because at the same time, I can't stand Tucker Carlson anymore. I can't stand Candace Owens. I can't stand all these mainstream people that are having Nick on just to bury him and not hear him out. And then you have the Nelk boys who are interviewing Bibi Netanyahu, and then they go back to Nick Fuentes for an actual advice. And
Hassan too.
Right. Like you're talking to these people that are, canceled or not exactly well liked because of their criticism of Israel.
But very well versed politically.
It goes very deep, but it just doesn't make sense to me why, they bring it up this way. Whether or not Nick knew it was behind a paywall or whatever he said to Candace, when they sat down for that interview, it was really a grilling session. There was absolutely 0 point to grill Nick about his past or about what he does or who he's married to. Obviously, he's not. He's a cradle Catholic. But at the end of the day, like you have to look at this objectively and say, well, Candace, you left the Daily Wire because of your criticism of Israel, and then you have this mainstream person on who's very critical of Israel, and you just try to slam him, why would you not talk about the fact that we just went to war with Iran on behalf of Israel?
They were supposed to talk about that, and they were supposed to talk about Trump, and
none of that got brought up.
No, it was a slander campaign. She shouldn't. Candace Owens, that's another thing, and we're 3 minutes into this clip. I'm sorry we haven't played the clip yet. But Candace Owens should not be allowed to talk about politics. She, at this point, is a gossip influencer. She's talking about Blake Lively. She's talking about Justin Baldoni. She's talking about Emmanuel Macron and Brigitte Macron now not only being a man, but being his father.
Yeah. And now...
She said that space was fake and gay.
Right.
Nobody should listen to her.
Right.
Candace, if you're seeing this, shut the fuck up.
Agreed.
Be a mom. You just gave birth to your 4th kid. Go be a mom. Tucker Carlson has her on his podcast saying, your 4-year-old, your newborn, your 4th child is right over there. Go be a mom.
Exactly.
Don't be crazy.
100%.
She crazy bitch.
100%. I mean, I just don't understand. I just don't understand why you're going to tell me that, or not tell me, but slander Nick Fuentes on both of your shows, a place that he's not even at. You're going to continue to slander him and say, well, I don't know how this gay little kid in his parents' basement in Chicago knew that my father was in the CIA. Maybe Tucker.
Tucker's cooked.
Maybe Tucker, there's not a physical fucking way that a kid from Chicago in his parents' basement figured out that your father was in the CIA before you. There is no way in hell. No way in hell. And you can't convince me otherwise. Anyways, PBD podcast.
So you got to go through this real quick. This is Adam Sosnick and Vinny from the PBD podcast, and they're actually defending Nick Fuentes in his feud with Tucker Carlson. So we'll play that clip for you now. What did you think about this clip before we play it?
I thought it was interesting. I mean, I like you said, Adam's one of the chosen ones, but I agree with him here. And same with Vinny. Vinny's kind of always right. I mean, Vinny's very based. He continues to, I guess, say... He continues
says what's on his mind.
He gives Nick Fuentes his points, but on a mainstream platform.
Yeah.
And I agree with their side of things where, you have a foreigner in PBD, looking at someone like Nick Fuentes, who's openly saying the N-word and making jokes and whatnot. Quite frankly, I don't want to say I'm disappointed because that's the wrong word to use, but it's a disappointment that, there's so many clips of Nick, saying those things. And we live in a generation now that those things will get you canceled.
It's coming back.
And so... But those things will get you canceled, and that's the sad part of. I think he makes so many great points and could be on so many mainstream platforms.
I mean, he is though
expressing those points.
He's getting there.
Though.
He's getting there.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I'm disappointed that it's taken this far.
But anyway, they're defending him, which is crazy. So we'll play the clip for you now.
So Tucker Carlson, let's stay there for a second. Is his father part of the CIA, and did he know it or not, and when did he know it? Based on this, it looks like he's lying to Candace Owens' face. Yes or no?
I think so.
Okay.
From what we just saw, from what
Right.
how about this? Not like he worked for them or around them.
Dick Carlson, really? You tell me this guy wasn't CIA? He just looks like one. Number two, I could show you tapes. So many of them. Candace Owens praising Israel, praising what Bibi Netanyahu has done, praising the Jewish people, saying that we have to stop this Muslim aggression. Not 20 years ago, not 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago,
So what
8
happened?
years ago.
What do you think happened?
Something happened. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
If you had
but
to
if I could
guess.
roll the tape.
Yeah.
So you know why I respect Nick Fuentes?
Yeah.
I don't see one video of him praising Israel, the Jews. Everything's not liking him and hating him. Stick to your position. Why is Candace Owens flipped so dramatically? By the way, same thing with Tucker. Why is he flipped so? What has happened?
Well, you heard
What's
well,
happened?
But here's my question to you: what do you honestly think it is? What do you think? Because Candace is smart as hell. Tucker, these people are smart as hell.
I don't know if she's smart as hell. Continue.
What happened?
If I could give you a quick,
Yeah.
if I can give you a quick summary, and I'll be super quick.
Yeah.
Tucker is the biggest faker out there because he's the elitist masquerading as a populist. Don't believe me? Roll the tape with what Nick Fuentes says. He says he's this elitist who's basically all like about hunting and whiskey. Dude, you're the only person.
That was a Nick Fuentes point right there,
He
dude.
literally just made
He's
it for him.
listening to
That's
stream.
crazy.
He's listening to the stream. That's exactly what he says. And I mean, it's true. You're pandering to this audience. You used to be Bowtie Boy, and now you're, I just like to fly fish. I like
Yeah,
sin.
he's a populist now.
Right, 100%. Continue.
That's had their own show on CNN, MSNBC, and Fox. Stop pretending you're not establishment. You've helped build the establishment, Tucker Carlson. Candace. I don't know what happened with Candace. She worked for Prager University, and she worked for Charlie Kirk with Turning Point, and all of a sudden she's the biggest anti-Israel person out there. I don't know what happened. If I would speculate, it's probably something to do with her husband, who's Catholic, and there's a form of Catholicism that absolutely hates Israel and the Jews. Don't believe me? Ask her husband, I think his name is George.
Yeah.
His father, their relationship right there. Nick Fuentes, as disgusting as some of his takes are,
I'm Catholic.
I don't know how disgusting some of his takes are.
I don't think so either.
he's being real. And some people appreciate being real over being fake like Tucker.
But to Candace's point, do you not think maybe with Candace, besides that's your take about the father and the
That's not my take.
No, with George.
Look at the guy's tweets.
I'm saying with George.
I'm not
saying,
bringing opinions here. I'm bringing receipts.
But what I'm saying is,
So I have a question for you, Luke Papala.
Go ahead. Is
Do
it
you-
rhetorical or is it real?
It's a real question. Do
Oh,
you
Lord.
think that Candace Owens started critiquing Israel because of her Catholic husband, or do you think she saw the tide turning and thought,
The second one, I
maybe
think
this is time to
she's a
start
grifter.
questioning?
I think she's a grifter. I think the whole conversion to Catholicism, because she did convert, I think that's a grift, unfortunately. I feel like there's a lot of people, whether it's on X or whether it's on YouTube, that are converting to Catholicism. And I feel like it's a grift. It's sad. It's true. I mean, I want more people to be welcomed into the faith and more people to convert, more young people our age to come to church. I've been Catholic my whole life. But unfortunately, I do see it as a grift. It's kind of like she's throwing it in your face.
right?
And I don't watch a lot of Candace Owens anymore or listen to a lot. But it almost feels like she's doing it as like a way of showing off.
For sure. I
me.
mean,
I'm sorry.
I think it's just, rolling with the tide. I think it took, I'm surprised and disappointed in myself that it took this long to kind of realize the grifting that is at least Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
And to see how you had a show on CNN and MSNBC and then Fox News. And you were kind of just given that role at Fox News,
Yeah.
You were given the primetime slot at Fox News for why?
Well, he had to work at it. I will say that. It was Bill O'Reilly for a long time.
Right.
And Tucker was on Fox and Friends. Remember that?
Correct, but also that's almost the same thing as Pete Hegseth becoming the Secretary of Defense.
Right,
It's
I get that.
It's the confusing nod of, you go on Fox and Friends and now you have the primetime slot at Fox News. And I think for a long time, Tucker was a very well-spoken, educated guy when it came to, certain political beliefs. And he's always been this, you can critique Israel, but don't go that far.
Yeah.
Like Nick said, you can take one red pill, but don't take the whole
thing.
bottle. Don't
Yeah.
take the whole bottle. And it's like, well, maybe let's go down the rabbit hole of the whole bottle. Let's figure out why our entertainment industry is all full of Jewish people. Let's find out why all our politicians and half of the members in Congress or wherever all have a dual citizenship for Israel.
Why is Kash Patel's girlfriend Israeli?
Exactly.
Is she a member of the IDF?
Why is she a Mossad agent
Yeah.
that's fucking the FBI director? Yeah. And is that an attempt for them to cover up the Epstein
Of course
files?
she said no, she's not.
That's exactly what a Mossad agent would say. I love
Exactly.
tweeting that, dude. I love tweeting that.
Yes.
That's I'm not a Mossad agent. Is
You've been
exactly,
active on
dude, I've been
Twitter.
fired up. Follow me at what's my handle?
It's
Shide?
just the Shide. The underscore
Shide.
Shide. Crazy. He doesn't even know his
Dude, I don't.
his
I'm
handle.
just that popular, dude.
That is,
I
yeah.
got more followers than I am following people. Let's go.
You got more. Your ratio is good. I will say that.
It is a good ratio. I've been ratioing a lot of people as well, and I've been trying to drop red pills, man. I mean, and that's the problem, is I continue to tweet about Israel, and I know it's very, it might be over the top. I might be going at Israel too much. However, why, there's not ties to any other country There's not ties to anywhere else. There's not foreign lobby money in excess than Israel. I mean, there's not, there's no other issues going through Congress getting voted 422 to 6. There's no, why are there so many ties?
I don't know.
Why is the relationship that tight? Why do these questions need to be posed? Well, maybe because the Mossad and the CIA work together. Maybe Jeffrey Epstein really wasn't an FBI informative. Maybe he was, CIA and Mossad, or maybe he became CIA and Mossad. I think Epstein would be a perfect. You ruined my rant, but just put it up there so they know what I'm laughing at.
So I was scrolling through. I was scrolling through my feed trying to find one more topic, and we happened to come to the Fresh and Fit podcast with Nick Fuentes, and this right here was the thumbnail. And it says, "I think you're confusing Nick not leering at women when in their presence, with Nick having no confidence in front of women. I'm pretty sure that guy who got a bunch of non-white women to start liking Hitler and joking about the Holocaust within a few hours, it's not strapped for confidence."
He's based, dude. He's based.
Oh my gosh.
And I guess that's like the problem. That's the problem is there's really only one person. For white Catholics or Christians who's really going at it this hard. I mean, there's more, but like I look at, someone, I don't know how I'm trying to say this. You look at someone like Myron Gaines, who's also attacking Israel, but he's also a foreigner.
In a different way.
Right, in a different way. And I just feel like Nick is so well-spoken and able to just attack and bring up points that you go, maybe he's onto something, because he brings up a lot of great points. And then, you just... It's the red pill, man. I mean, you can't take just one. You have to take the whole bottle. You have to fall down the rabbit hole, and you have to realize that there's a lot more connections there to just make it a rabbit hole.
Contrary to what Douglas Murray says, yeah, you do have to take the whole red pill.
100%. Well, I mean, even Tucker Carlson, I mean, he just wants you to take one red pill. He wants you to believe that there's something going on behind the scenes, but don't go, so full-blown anti-Semitic. And I think that I'm not there yet. I'm not at American Jews are these evil people. Some are. Don't get me wrong. Some are. But I think Israel, as a foreign country, lobbying for our politicians, makes it very hard to say that we are America first. I mean, there's no other country, that we're enemies with or at wits with China, Russia, North Korea. They don't have to worry about it.
Iran.
They don't have to worry about any of these things. They don't have to worry about their politicians, what they're doing behind the scenes. Maybe we just go to a fascist country.
Oh,
maybe we just become fascists.
Oh,
I just lost my job.
Like the guy on Jubilee.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, but it makes
boy.
you think that way, dude.
You've been saying, quite frankly, a lot.
No, I haven't. But it makes you think, man. It really does. I mean, you look at these powerhouse countries, and they don't have the freedoms that we do. And I feel like there's got to be a way to be America and have these freedoms and have this beautiful country with the same infrastructure as a China, or like we brought up, Iran looks beautiful in their main country. I mean, there's got to be a way to be America, a strong America, without a homeless epidemic and without people needing to live off of government assistance and all these other things. There's